monochrome world, working from the side through her lonely eyes. It reflects the ocean and stars, but her cry echoes around the simple loss of love in her heart, making this whole fairy tale alive. Earth and sorrow's tender embrace. This was never meant to happen. The light of the day, the only reason you have to stay. Hear me sing my song and just keep holding on. Cinderella, why don't you stay with me tonight? We will dance until midnight comes and we could run away. Oh, we will never ever be apart. Set aside all your fears, this magic lives inside of us. I am here, would you wanna stay with me tonight? Follow me, we will run across the bridge of fantasy. Oh, all the pain and sadness that you feel, believe in me, hold me close, don't never let me go. Come and stay with me forever. Magic lives so long as I am here.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. I'm re-recording this first episode because why not? I had my microphone muted the entire 20 minutes I was recording, so I have to deal with Rumpel's bullshit all over again. Woohoo! And not only that, I'm completely pissed because when I was going through it, skipping the questions and dialogue that we've read already, found out that Waltz and Fritz are unlocked after I made the commitment to do Rumpel, so fuck me, right? Anyway, yeah, so I got to chapter 3. But it looks like we're gonna start anew, because I didn't have my save, so... Nope, just gonna start anew and we're skipping all this bullshit. What's our name? What is our name? Sign the contract. We are Sexto. Skipping the prologue, skipping chapter 1 and 2. I'll just read whatever involves Rumpel. Ugh, I just had lunch. Expect mini burps. Oh, just had some really good pizza. So good. Made myself some really good pizza with, stuffed crust. Really doesn't matter which way we go, honestly. And I also got some Snapple. I got Mango Madness, which is, oh my god. I love drinks with mango in it. It's so fucking good. Oh, I love mango. I have no questions for you. Falls through the floor. Oh my god. Alright. Hey, Rod. Bye, Rod. So I made a realization that... Well, not really a realization, but more like... It kind of came... It reminded me that... Rod will die in every route. If it's not his, he's gonna die. Every time. Rod will die every time, guys, but there's nothing we can do to save him. Why am I clicking? Go away. So, rip Rod, right? Pick Rumpel, and I'll read this. I suppose I can ask Rumpel. Enough girls seem to like him, so he might have some sound advice. We're asking him advice about how to be a good person, or asking him advice about goodness, yada yada. I find Rumpel in between his orders and pull him aside. He looks oddly relieved. Ah, princess, you saved me. Saved you? From a heinous overload of work! Overload of words! I'm pretty sure Rumpel does less around here than Karma. Sorry, it's true. At least I finished the work I'm given, unlike Rumpel, who gets distracted by every single thing. Dear Sexto, if you called me here, then you must want to confess something to me. No. What? Perhaps you'll confess your undying love for me. I scowl at him and cross my arms. I came to ask you for advice, but perhaps I'll go ask someone else. That'd be a good idea. You came to ask my advice. Rumpel stares at me, clearly shocked. I guess it is because out of all the people I would ask, he probably seems the least likely. Then I will assist, my sweet princess. What kind of advice are you looking for? Perhaps you'd like to learn how to make a man swoon, or how to stroke the embers of the heart. None? Is flirting the only thing that is ever on his mind? I came because I want you to teach me about goodness. Is that even a proper sentence, though? Goodness, but my sweet, all of the advice that I just suggested would teach you just that. down the volume. There we go. Being romantic would not teach me how to do good. Rumpel dramatically places his hand over his heart. But being romantic is good! Don't you see the smiles on the lovely ladies' faces when I spoke with them? I cannot imagine why they smile like that. Rumpel's persistence is annoying. To be romantic and loving, that is the epitome, of goodness. Show someone affection and they will return it twofold. I can only stare at Rumpel as I wonder why I even decided to ask him. Or you could just be kind. Everyone is kind in their own way, princess. So what do you say? Neither. I'll prefer just to be a bad person, okay? Okay. Perhaps you would like to practice on me. I'm sure your smile would brighten up my week. No, I'm certain of it. You know, I gave my dog a carrot, hoping she'd eat it. She's just holding it in her paws. I gave you a treat and you refused to eat it. You wag your tail at me. I have work. I want to pet you. Come here. She's gonna bring her carrot with her. Okay. I quickly turn and leave before Rumpel can continue. If I have to be romantic to earn a good deed, I'd rather be cursed like this forever. Same though. I stare in horror at the floor. Oh, right. I want to skip this to the next one. I'm not reading this. My dog, you dropped a carrot. No, I do not need any help. Eventually, I will get, like, the alone ending or whatever. I don't know what that is, actually, but... Rumpel. I wonder how you... Oh, I don't need any help. It's probably where you go to get Fritz. Alright. Rumpel. I find Rumpel taking a break at one of the tables. Surprisingly, he is by himself and not surrounded by the usual blushing ladies. Are you not- Why are you not surrounded- You are not surrounded by a flock of... hens? Bitches? You must have done something to offend them. Rumpel looks at me, the surprise apparent on his face. Princess, have you come to mend my broken heart? Excuse me? I was speaking with a lady here only hours ago when she told me that she was betrothed to someone. How much you want to bet it was Vierka? That'd be really funny if it was. That happened hours ago and you are still sitting here? Rumpel places his chin on the palm of his hand, looking very tired. In mourning, the heart is a fragile thing, princess. Won't you help heal my shattered heart? Rumpel stares at me when I do not answer. That would count as a good deed, you know. Helping you would count as a good deed. Doing things out of the kindness of your heart is a good deed, princess. The kindness of my heart. Why would I want to help you when you've done nothing for me? Oh, Sexto. I love it when we start all over. Kindness isn't a thing that needs to necessarily be returned, princess. Single instances of affection can make a heart lighter. Why does he always go through the trouble of making his words sound so much fancier? I will not help you mend your broken heart because that would be an act of stupidity, not kindness. Damn, Sexto! Rumpel's shoulders slump as he frowns. Now my heart is even more fragmented. You suffer from a broken heart every day you are rejected. Of course, because to pour your heart out to someone only to be rejected is a cruel fate, princess. You probably deserve rejection. What with the way you flirt with everyone. So no, I'm not going to help you. Deal with your own broken heart. Sexto, you're such a bitch! I turn around and walk away. Considering, like, I don't know. I like this Sexto better than the My Butler Sexto, because this Sexto doesn't put up with shit. She doesn't put up with any shit. She doesn't put up with Rumpel shit. She wouldn't put up with Kamizaki's shit. Nope. Nope. Wouldn't put up with Kira's shit. Wouldn't put up with Kamizaki. Forgot the other one's name. Wouldn't put up with any of the— what, Makoto? Yeah. Wouldn't put up with any of that crap. The acts Rumpel puts on are annoying. A month has passed and I have yet to complete fast forward. And here I get to choose my dude. See, they're unlocked now. It sucks. Look at his beautiful— I want Waltz so badly. But unfortunately, it's not meant to be just yet. I have to finish these 3 fuckers before I can go on to the beautiful lads. So, off to Rumpel we go. Finally! Alright, we got here. We're doing it all over again. Let's do this! I do not know why the first person that popped in my mind was Rumpel. Just because he puts on a smile on ladies' faces with his flirting does not mean he can help me do a good deed. And yet, here I am. I find Rumpel on break, surrounded by a few— he's always on break. Surrounded by a few giggling ladies, his hands make a dramatic sweeping gestures as he showers them with compliments. And you, my sweet, are like the sunshine peeking through the clouds on a dark day. You litter the ground with so much golden light and make every flower reach out toward your warmth. On second thought, maybe I should reconsider. That would be good. Run, Sexto! Oh no, he's got you. Princess. Rumpel notices me, however, and immediately waves me over. And I already know the answer to this, and I love the answer to this. Turn and walk away. I just remembered I have something to do. I gotta go wash my nails. I turn around to start walking away, but I'm immediately stopped when I feel Rumpel's hand on my shoulder. I slap his hand away. Get the fuck off, boy. Fierce as always, you remind me of a rose with thorns, princess. He leans closer and winks at me. Boy! But the thorns are what makes the rose so alluring. The danger! Are you always so persistent, or do you actually want me to slap you again? Your slapping me is but a small blockade in the road. I will never give up on you, princess! Why don't you do me a favor and give up? Does he enjoy it when I purposely try to ignore him? The most brilliant, sparkling gems are buried deep within the ground and take much effort to unearth. What? Princess, you are like one of those gems! I am making him sound so unsexy. He sounds horrible. No, I am not like a gem. Rumpel, why would you deal with someone like her? What? Sexto was like a budding flower, and I want to do my best to help her bloom in whatever way that I can. You've come to me for advice, right? How the fuck did you know? The look of shock on your face is adorable and so absolutely satisfying. It seems I hit the nail right on the head. Rumpel, she is obviously too stubborn to admit that she needs your help. Hey, no face. Go. This is not your game, this is my game. I'm replaying it. Get the fuck out of here. These women are infuriating. Thumbnail! Yay! Rumpel leans a little closer to me and suddenly he is whispering in my ear. Let me tell you something, princess. Making a person happy just to see them smile is definitely a good deed. How about getting stabbed in the fucking shoulder? That's a pretty good deed, I'd say. Making someone feel important is never a disservice. What do you think? I'm pretty knowledgeable, aren't I? Dude. All he ever talks about is doting on people, flirting with them, and making them smile. Rumpel continues talking. Which is why I will make an excellent partner. Wow. Hey, my dog's eating her carrot now! Hooray! I take a step back. Rumpel is now looking at me with a triumphant smile. How the fuck? I am a very perceptive person. Fuck it, I'm just leaving it that way. You overheard my conversation with Parfait. She told me about it. She did? Only briefly. So you're not perceptive at all. Princess, you cannot see it, but I'm drowning in my own tears. Good. I'm not helping you, I can't swim. He just assumed I was going to be partners with him, which is very annoying. I do not even know why I was considering partnering up with Rumpel, when he says the same things over and over again. And I do not think I could be around him day in and day out. Oh my, what do I spot here? Delora, get him away from me! Delora appears before us, a sly smile on her face. Slacking off, you two? He is, he started it. I'm on break. That break ended about 5 minutes ago, Rumpel. And Princess... Can you eat your carrot a little quieter, Missy? And Princess, I think there's a broom that needs attending. Fine. There's no use complaining, and I would rather get away from Rumpel. Rumpel turns to the ladies and smiles. My lovely ladies, I'll be back later, and I promise that we will continue our conversation without any interruptions. Oh, and Princess. Ugh. We'll continue our conversation later as well. I walk off before Rumpel can try to shower me more of his compliments onto me. Shower more of his compliments. I don't know what I read. Making a person happy just to see them smile. Can such a thing really be considered a good deed? Mango Madness! You guys wanna know what I got in my Snapple cap? Hold on. The U.S. is the largest country named after a real person. Oh, really? I didn't know that was named after a real person. That's cool. Let me see if I can try to pronounce his name. Amerigo Vespucci. Like his last name is spelled V-E-S-P-U-C-C-I. It's so weird. Alright. I love that. I swear. Whenever I start a stream, I'm gonna have a Snapple and I'm gonna give you all a Snapple fact. The days at the tavern go by quickly over the next week. Princess. Princess! Saxo! You've been staring off into space. I was just thinking. I just finished using Mr. Broom and now I'm helping a niece sort some of the shelves in the back. Rumpel has taken up the serving for today. The women always enjoy him, but the men are always glaring at him. They're jealous of Rumpel, I think. Who? The other men. Niece looks over at the men that are glaring at Rumpel as he drifts between tables. I'm worried about Rumpel, too. What are you talking about? You were looking at Sorry, mini burp. You were looking at Rumpel with a funny expression on your face. No, I wasn't. My words are clipped and my voice is cold. Niece looks at me sadly, but I do not care. What I do is none of her business. I think the girls are jealous of you, too. What? I glance around the tavern and notice that there are girls glowering at me. I am not unaccustomed to these glares, since people have always looked at me this way. During the times I left the palace, people gave me the same looks, but this feels different somehow. Why would they be jealous? Because you're Rumpel's partner. I'm not his partner. You're not? He's been telling everyone that you are. God damn it, Rumpel! That boy! That boy! I never agreed to be partners with him. You and me need to have a talk, mister. I felt your longing gaze upon my back and I have arrived, my princess. It's so weird. Oh god, you're gonna be like Damien, aren't you? Ew, god, no, it's another one. It's another one! Rumpel suddenly appears before the two of us, smiling brightly. I'm only saying that because it's like he always knows. Like, he knows when I wanted to ask advice. He knows when we were, like, talking about him. He fucking knows. I suddenly have the strong urge to slap the smile right off his face. We are not partners. But, princess, you asked for my advice. Advice that I gave to you because I care. No one else cares as much about you as I. Dude, duh. And so I proclaimed us both... Oh, well... My eyes went up like something in my eye. And so I proclaimed us both partners because we both are a match made in heaven. No. You are so overwhelmed with gratitude that you are at a loss for words. If I could throw something at you, I would. A punch packed with as much strength as your love. How about a snapple to the face? I can only groan in response. Oh my. Parfait, get him away from me. Hello everyone, it sounds like you're having fun. How is this fun? Rumpel is never fun. All he ever does is spout nonsense. Well, you're drowning in your own tears again? Yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't mean any harm, princess. He's just filled to the brim with so many compliments that he needs to get them off his chest. Well, he can go direct them at one of his many other adoring fans. I shift my gaze to Rumpel and furrow my eyebrows at him. Or do you only direct them at me because you enjoy how much I ignore you? I only wanted to help, princess. That's what partners do, right? But we are not partners. Just try this partnership, princess. I promise it'll be worth your while. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, princess. You can always change partners. Lady Parfait, you've broken my heart! You're very good at healing your broken heart by now, Rumpel. Parfait's like the mom. I swear Dolores like the dad. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. I only need to speak with Anise to make sure that she doesn't need any help with a particular list. A list? A list of herbs for me, Anise. For me. Anise has been nice enough to gather herbs for me. Lady Parfait, is it about your body? Bruh. Look at his finger. It's so weird. His entire fingers are just weird. What's wrong with your body? It's nothing to concern yourself with, princess. My body's just a little frail because of the burden on it. Hi, puppy! How you doing? You came to say hi to me? Okay. Did you know the U.S. was named after a dude? Alright, go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Go. You need to say hi to everybody. That's right. Parfait mentioned having to bear the crystallum lucis. A thought occurs to me as I look at him more closely. Wait, couldn't you use magic to heal yourself? Parfait shakes her head and sighs. I don't have the ability to heal. None of us do, except for one particular witch who calls herself the Witch Doctor! That song, though! Witch Doctor? Is something wrong? Rumpel shakes his head and gives her a wistful smile. God, I hope you didn't hear that. I'm so ladylike, aren't I? That name just sounds familiar. Should I cut that? Nah, I don't edit my lovely burps out. It's like you heard about her from someone else before. Humans do know of her existence after all. A witch, she's not a fairy? Witch, it's in the name, honey. For some reason, I had thought fairies would be more likely to heal people, not witches. She is indeed a witch, that is what they say. Though I have never met her myself. She is the only one who can heal illness with magic. She doesn't associate with other witches, though. She keeps to herself. Nobody has known where to find her for a very long time. I gotta sneeze in the worst way. Suffice it to say, we could never seek out help from her, even if we wanted to. Parfait shakes her head. I feel like the witch doctor's gonna come into play at some point now. I feel like she's gonna come from somewhere to show up. And I wonder what twist Rumpel's... Since his, like... His curse is Rumpelstiltskin, right? So, like, what kind of... Do we have to steal a baby? Or do we have to guess his real... I don't understand. No, unfortunately not. Rumpel looks grim, but Parfait quickly dissipates the gloomy atmosphere with a clap of her hands. If Delora was here, she would say, "Alright, story time over." That was all very interesting. Interesting, but it does not really help anyone. Your body is the way it is because of the Great War, then. Like I told you before, the Great War has made my body a lot weaker. This is something that cannot be healed, and I don't have an heir, so... Parfait looks about ready to say something, but goes silent. She has a sad look on her face, and I don't understand why. Anise immediately speaks up. I think it'll be okay, Lady Parfait. I was actually going to go on the errand run in a few minutes. I love her eyes. They're so orange. Do you need any help? I would be more than happy to escort a lovely lady like yourself around town. Anise pulls a list out from a bag nearby. Fucking baby burps. And holds it out. There are only a few items on the list, as far as I can see. Fucking hell. Sometimes, visual novels are the hardest playthroughs to ever do because you're constantly talking. And to constantly talk, you're taking in air, and taking in a lot of air causes burps. And, oh, it's so much. Don't worry about it, Rumpel. It's not all that much. Not that much at all. What? Rumpel stares at the list, expression suddenly smooths into something more serious. May I have that? Anise hands him the list and slowly takes the pen. Slowly he takes the pen out from his pocket. Oh my god. I stare as he looks over at the list quietly and then scribbles some things down at the bottom. Afterwards, he hands it over to Anise. I've added some things that might be helpful. The herbs on the list are for joint pains, and you might want something a little more general. How does he know all that? Everyone is staring at Rumpel with wide eyes. Even Parfait looks impressed. You've used herbs before, Rumpel. Maybe. I don't remember. But for some reason, names came to the top of my head and I was looking at the list. Thank you. It's always my pleasure to help a lovely lady. Now, Anise, please let me accompany you to town. I would love to help you with whatever I can. More names might come to me. I love when his glasses gleams like, I am cool. That sounds nice. Thank you, Rumpel. I ship these two. Rumpel turns to me, a mischievous smile on his face. Whenever he looks at me like that, I know he's going to suggest something ridiculous. Princess Sexto should accompany us for experience. I do not need experience. How are you going to shower people with compliments if you know nothing about them? Being out in town will be good for you. Rumpel has a point. The more you expand your world, the more willing you are to learn more about people. I do not need to be lectured. Oh, Princess, it wasn't meant to be a lecture. I'm just letting you know that experience is invaluable. Come on, Princess, let us escort the lovely Anise out around town. What about your work? Rumpel puts a finger to my lips and grins. No one seems to have thought of that, so it'll be our little secret. Shh, quiet, nobody will know. I slap his hand away, but he just grins at me jovially. I love that word. How did I get dragged into this? Please don't stay out too long. We won't. I'll have the ladies back by 10. Oh, God. Alright, this is where I ended the last episode that I recorded. I had to re-record. I'm gonna end it here. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!